Hey y'all, how are you? Cool Gamer, how are you? Hey Metamom. Sorry y'all, I'm late. Dollar got stuck in my room being Dollar. Metamom, can you hear me now? Because I was muted. Hey Justin, how are you? Okay, good. Yeah, right when I hit the go live button, Dollar started in here being all loud and all that good shit. So I had to chase him down. Okay, yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Put your chat on live chat so y'all can see all of the comments. Betty Joe, how are you? Just on, I am doing good. 2 seconds here. I keep having stuff playing through my headset and I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on just a second. Hey, Betty Joe, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright. Hey, Avery. There's something that is coming through my headset and I don't know where it's coming from. I don't. I guess I've got a tab pulled up somewhere that's got a video playing. I don't know where it's coming from. I can't find the damn tab. And it's about the Karen Harmon case. Just don't know where. Ah, there it is. Okay. Now, hey Courtney. Okay, I'm good now. I don't hear it no more. So, how are you?
I'm good.
I've got too much. Yo, I've got to stop going live with all this stuff pulled up on my screens. This is crazy. Literally, either that or get another monitor.
Well, it also slows your computer down.
Yeah, I have too much that I have pulled up. Oh, what you eating over there?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some watermelon.
Oh, I want some.
I thought I was being
Wait, what?
quiet.
Huh? Your phone
I
went
said
out.
thought I was being quiet.
Oh, girl.
Am I still here?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear that over there rattling. I thought it was candy. Avery has a headache. Avery, have you taken something for it? Oh, y'all, guess what I found? that I have been
I
missing.
just sent them through the phone.
Huh?
So I could send you some watermelon through the phone.
That'll work. Well, Avery, go find you something to eat. But anyway, so I found the beanie, y'all. Finally. It was in the top of my closet with all the hoodies. I didn't even think to look there, but now I've got it back, thank God. Avery, it was in the top of my closet with all my hoodies. It's been there this whole damn time, and I didn't even look there.
See, I knew you'd find it.
Eventually, but I had to go digging because I lost the black hoodie again, so I had to go digging for another one. That's how I found it. I swear that black one though, that bitch grows legs and walks off or something because usually it's in my computer chair, and if it's not in my chair, I throw it on my bed when I'm at the computer, and then somehow it just goes missing.
The dog took it.
No, Klaus knows better. All he does is sleep here lately. He's getting so old. He's either sleeping or whining, wanting to go out. That's all he does. Okay, so y'all heard about the Menendez brothers, right?
Yeah.
I think I posted that in Discord earlier.
Yeah, didn't they get resentenced to 50 years to life?
Yeah,
Oh.
which makes them now eligible for parole.
Yeah.
So they are supposed to go before the parole board June 13th as part of a risk assessment that was ordered by the California governor. So basically, it's just up to the parole board at this point. Their attorney, though, was trying to get the charges dropped to a lesser charge. That way, whenever they were resentenced, oh shit, Avery's backstage. That way, whenever they were resentenced, then they would automatically be released. But the judge wasn't going for that, so he just redid the sentencing or whatever. Avery, how are you?
What? I almost ran out of air back here, backstage.
I'm sorry.
I'm good. I have a little headache, but aside from that, I'm good. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
I am since I slept maybe 2 hours, got back up at 3. Took a 30-minute nap earlier. I've had absolutely no caffeine today.
Whoa, that's
I know.
serious.
I know. Y'all should be proud. I've drank nothing but water today.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too. That's what I'm drinking right now, water.
Well, I wanted the core water, but I couldn't find any, so I'm stuck with the damn dollar store kind.
You wanted what kind?
It's called Core, Core. It's
I love that. Yeah.
That's my favorite. But they didn't have any, so I got stuck with the dollar store kind. It was either the dollar store kind or Dasani, and I can't drink Dasani, so.
Go.
It's funny because I got water bottles from Publix, and Jaden said, "These taste like bath water." And I'm like, "How in the world do you know what bath water tastes like?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so then like the next day he tells me again, he's like, "There's something wrong with these water bottles." And I went and looked, and it was spring water.
Yeah, I don't like Dasani at all. I don't like it's just the water is nasty. It tastes like plastic.
Well, it was the Publix brand, but it was spring water.
Oh, yeah.
I drink your parts.
So I guess I always wondered what the difference between spring water and drinking water was, and I guess that's what it is. It tastes like bath water.
Just on usually, I can't believe I don't have a headache today because I've had no sleep. I've ate one shrimp, I've ate some crabs, and no caffeine. It's a wonder I'm still walking without a headache. But so far, so good.
Yeah, but sometimes if you drink too much caffeine, it'll give you a headache.
Yeah.
Is there really a such thing as too much caffeine?
That's what.
Well, not for me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm usually running on caffeine and nicotine, and so maybe the nicotine's keeping the headache beat off. I don't know.
Hey,
It
can
could
you
be.
guys tell me about what happened with Lori Vallow and the judge? I didn't watch the video.
I have no idea. I didn't know that she was even back in court today.
Did you watch the video? Did they get into a fight or something? An
I,
argument?
it's somebody posted the video on Discord, but I have no idea. I haven't got to watch it yet.
Oh, darn it.
I don't
I
know about.
thought,
I didn't see it.
I have.
oh,
Wait, you didn't watch the video, Avery? Did you see who the video was by?
yes, it's my ex-husband. I had to leave him because he was prettier than me, but um I did. I just
What?
haven't had a chance. It's Peter Tragos.
You know, the lawyer you know.
Yeah.
The lawyer I want to know.
Girl. Hey, Shane, how are you?
I would get all up in that.
But I didn't even know she was going back to court. I know that she has the next trial coming up for Brandon Boudreaux, but what was
Yeah,
she in court today for?
she
Does anybody know?
For.
she filed for a new hearing.
Well, I knew she did that because of the juror. Was
Yeah,
it
so,
juror number 15 or whatever? I knew
yeah,
she did that. So is that what she was in court
yeah,
for today?
yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't get to watch it, so I don't. Yeah, I've been really busy, but otherwise I would have. But I
Yeah.
seen you guys talking about something about her getting into an argument with the judge, so sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
I need to go back and watch it. Which usually the stuff that Lawyer You Know puts out, it's y'all know that that's always legit facts. So
Yeah.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
have to go watch it. Let's see. Just Don said that Lori asked the judge to recuse himself. He had it with her antics. It's worth a watch.
Ooh,
Why does she want him to recuse himself?
she probably thinks he's let's see, what reason could she give?
I can tell you one reason why she would want him to, because he's not falling for her little miss I'm
Yep.
perfect, goody two shoe,
Exactly. Yep.
flirty, eye batting, and yeah, that's probably why.
But you know, ow, what the f is biting me? He's more than fair to her. Like, I mean, I've never seen a judge have patience with somebody who's pro se and give her more legal guidance than technically a judge is supposed to give.
Right. Just
'Cause
on said that she thinks that he hates her. How many people in just in the 48 states likes her? Seriously.
is that her reason for asking him to recuse himself?
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past her saying, I want you to recuse yourself because I think you don't like me.
Oh man.
Oh, Courtney said, and he never approves her request.
He don't have to.
No, he doesn't. She kind of reminds me of, oh, what's the other crazy woman we watched? Suitcase Woman.
Oh, Sarah Boone.
Yes, that's who she reminds me of.
Did
Okay.
you see in the middle of the night? I was so ticked off. So I was kind of half asleep, and I woke up, and it was like 2:30 maybe in the morning, and I'm half asleep, or I had dozed off, I think, and then woke back up, and I see this YouTuber who I don't even know who the YouTuber is, but was playing they had played a video where a police officer was speaking and had the pictures of Jack and Lily Sullivan on the screen, and the officer is talking about how they had found human remains and blah blah blah, and then it goes straight into this news. I think it's a man talking, or I can't remember, talking about Jack and Lily. And so I'm like, oh my God, they found their bodies, and I go and I comment it. Well, turns out some TikToker took an old video and spliced it and put these videos together and then put their kids' pictures on there.
Let
Can
me
you
ask you
believe that?
something. Yeah, I can, because this happened in the Gabby Petito case.
Whoa.
And it happened in the Idaho 4 case. Was a YouTuber, are there initials? Because I don't want to say his name. I don't want to give him any recognition whatsoever. But this is,
I know who
was
you're
it,
talking about.
was it JM?
No, it's a
Okay.
woman.
Oh, okay. Because
Mhm.
I will not put anything past the YouTuber JM to do something like that.
It was
Yeah.
a woman playing it.
Yeah, it's a woman who has this YouTube channel. I'm not going to say her name because I'm so disgusted with the fact that she even played that and made just to
Put it in the
even.
back chat, and I'll tell you if it's the same one I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to know who it is. So was it her video that she put together, or was she playing someone else's video?
She was playing a video that she found on TikTok.
Yeah.
But and
Oh,
check this
well
out.
then
Even
why even play it then? If you don't go, why not go check the facts first before you play something?
Oh, she's not the only one.
she
Oh
even
my
had in
God.
her she even had her title set as Human Remains Found, Jack and Lily Sullivan. I was pissed because how could you put that on those kids when we don't even know? You
Is
know,
that
like,
is that her? That's the only. Oh, now Betty Joe, that doesn't surprise me right there. But Avery, the name that you put, that's the only name on the channel?
no,
It-
it's
Well,
after.
Don't say it on here. Put it in back chat. I mean, damn, people just, why not? When I woke up this morning, I was trying to catch up in Discord, and I was still half asleep, but I seen where y'all were kind of going back and forth, talking about it or whatever. So I just went and did a Google search. Have Jack and Lily Sullivan been found? And no, they're still missing.
they haven't.
It's very simple. That's people who's doing shit for clicks and views.
That is so wrong, though. I mean, seriously,
Oh,
get
I know who you're talking about.
just to get some views, that is sick. That is just sick.
It is.
I was so mad last night.
Why? That makes no sense. Why even play it if you know that it's not true?
Yeah.
And you can't even go do a simple Google search to see if they're missing. Why even play it?
Then I seen a video today, but I was working, so I couldn't get the link or anything. And it was saying that the baby that Jack and Lily's mom, what's her name again? Marina. Mahana.
Shit. Hold on.
Oh. Anyhow, the mom and the boyfriend, they have a baby.
It's at Malaya.
Yeah, Malaya.
Yeah.
They have a baby. And this video said that the baby is in the custody of CPS.
Okay,
and
now that could be true. That could be true. Because the dad with Jack and Lily's stepdad in an article talking to media said that he had a friend of his drive him to CPS office to request to see his kids, and CPS denied it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. Are you okay, Betty Joe?
Oh, she muted.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. So I didn't know, that was
yeah, I did see that
part.
No, I saw that. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Where he had said that he had a friend of his had driven him to CPS and requested to see his daughter, and they denied it for whatever reason. I don't know, but
right.
Is the baby, so if the baby is in CPS custody,
right,
then
but
the police have got to have a reason
to
have done that.
If you remember right, in Summerwell's case, the CPS took custody of the boys.
Right.
Yeah, but they already had an open case before Summerwells went missing.
Right.
Yeah.
But
yes,
usually when a child goes missing and they have siblings, if the house looks a certain way or even in the inside, they will take that child.
Well, see, it doesn't say verbatim that she is in CPS custody. It just, for whatever reason, he says that he got the friend to, hey, Scott, how are you, to drive him there. So I don't know if CPS is involved in this because of the kids missing. And the mom still has her, or what? I don't know. It doesn't specifically say yes they are, or yes the baby is, or no the baby's not.
Yeah. I mean, it's a possibility she's not.
And
But
maybe he has to go, right, and maybe he has to go through CPS in order to see the baby. But what's the point of denying him seeing his child?
That's what I'm wondering. And then the mom, which I did go look at this, she put her Facebook page back up. She deleted every photo that had him in it.
Oh yeah, because they've confirmed that they're no longer together. That's been confirmed.
Yeah, but so that is making me wonder, why is the mom so mad at him to where he's having to go to CPS to try to see his baby, took all the photos down? Like, what has her so mad? I'm just curious, like what.
Right.
I wish
it could be that they told her to do all that because Canada does things different than we do.
Yeah.
So people got to take into the consideration the way they do their missing people's cases. They don't, not like the U.S.
Right.
It just seems weird though. And
it does.
I was reading through some of the comments on one of the Facebook groups, and somebody had pointed out, and even the bus driver had said, that the last day that they went to school was April the 29th, and then they turned up missing May the 2nd. So somebody pointed out, was like, okay, well, did something happen around the 29th to the kids? They waited till May the 2nd to give them a little bit more time or whatever.
It's a possibility.
And then the next day she's gone. Like, she leaves.
That wouldn't make sense, because if they say they both know what happened to these kids, that would not be the time to separate and quit talking to each other, because then they're going to be turning on each other.
No, because I can, like I told y'all the other night, if me and you go do something illegal, you're going to be like my damn, what do you call them? Them damn twins.
Oh.
See, you got to.
I know what you're talking about.
Mother's property.
Joined at the hip.
He asked her to leave. She's got to leave.
Right.
Would that make her mad enough? His mom asking her to leave the property, would that make her mad enough to end this relationship, not let him see his baby, take all his photos down? It's a bit extreme.
I think her family got a hand in that.
There's something going on.
But all I know is if Scarlett does something illegal with somebody, yes, conjoined, just on, thank you. You are literally going to be attached to my hip. You are not going nowhere. You are not talking to nobody on the phone. We're throwing the phone away. They getting smashed with hammers. We're not talking to nobody in public, because you are not going to turn on me.
Oh, that cracks me up.
See, that's his mother's property. So no matter what, she has to leave.
Right.
If she told her to leave, she has to leave.
But I still want to know what she's so mad about. To not let him see his baby?
I don't know, because it kind of crossed my mind that maybe she thinks that he had something to do with them going missing, or maybe someone in his family that lives on the property.
Her mother accused him of doing something.
Yeah.
When
her whole family did.
So how would she know?
Right. And see, I've read in different articles where they said, like, the media has called Malea's phone to try to, talk to her or whatever, and it's always the mom answering her phone,
Yeah.
saying
Really?
that they were advised, that Malaya was advised not to speak to the media, that she just hopes that they are found and that, it's a good outcome and this and that. So, I don't
Now,
know.
I do have to say, because, okay, people, we're so judgmental now because we're so used to seeing all these evil parents who
Mhm.
have done this bad stuff to their kids, right?
Mhm.
If the parents are on the news too much, it just gives people a way to pick apart everything they say, right?
Right.
And say they look suspicious. But if they're not speaking out enough, then that's suspicious too. But when I think about it, like if I had a missing child, I'm not sure I could even put sentences together. You know what I mean? Like I don't know that I could even be able to form words to answer
Uh,
my phone or
Honestly, if I had a missing kid, I wouldn't even be worried about social media. I mean, I would put it out. I have a missing kid, people in my area, like I would put it out on my personal thing. This
yeah,
is my
yeah,
child. This is their name. Here's their picture. If y'all see them, please contact me or the local police. I'm not going to be like on YouTube, TikTok. I'm not going to be talking to the media or news people or whoever,
yeah,
because my ass is going to be looking for my child. All this other
right,
stuff can come later once my child is found.
right.
But some people don't look at it like that. And I get that, just like Kylie Rodney's family, if y'all remember. We literally picked them people apart
Yeah,
and dug so deep into their life that it really wasn't funny. Found some interesting shit, but and then
yeah,
we've done it with Brian Kohlberger.
Yep.
yeah. It just seems like it just seems like they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. But because
Right.
it's hard for us to give the benefit of the doubt anymore because we're so used to a lot of these cases ending, where the parents were guilty.
Well, it's like, okay, so if she was told by law enforcement not to speak to the media, okay, then she's doing what she was told. Okay.
Hmm.
Exactly.
So was the
It
stepdad told the
falls.
same thing? Because he's been just coming and saying, when we realized the kids were missing, I jumped in the car and I went and looked in all the cupboards. I went through, down all the roads. I did this. I've given my phone, bank statements, all of my Google Maps information. I've asked for a polygraph. Like, he's just
Yeah,
coming forward and saying everything that he's done.
Yeah.
right.
But he's not talking anymore.
Really.
Oh, when did he stop talking?
I ain't heard nothing out of him since he gave that last interview.
Huh.
Hmm.
I have
Maybe they
not
told
seen
him not to
anything
talk to then.
anywhere. I haven't seen anything anywhere
Hey,
since he gave that last interview.
That's interesting.
did you guys know that in Canada they're not
So they
allowed?
probably were both told.
Right. In Canada, what, Avery?
Oh, in Canada they're not allowed to share news links on social media.
Nope.
Thank
I learned
God
that
we don't.
today.
Thank God we don't live in Canada, because that's all the hell we do.
Yeah, I learned that today. I learned that from one of the lawyer channels. One that I clicked on for a minute listening to. I don't remember which one.
Real quick, y'all, it shows we have 16 people in here with only 12 likes. Can y'all please go hit that thumbs up if you have not done so?
That's why I say Canada is a whole. They do theirs a whole different way than we do ours.
Yeah,
Right.
they do. Yeah,
They don't give out any information until they have the facts.
I'm just. It seems like I don't like how there's been, like, how many different stories now has been told.
yeah.
I don't like that. Thank you, Jason.
No, people come
Because
out and put
it.
out.
Go ahead, Betty Joe.
People come out and put out different articles. That what they do is they copy and paste and cut them and make it
Right.
fit their narrative.
But the thing with this, though, is like with the parents first it was they were up feeding the baby. They were both up feeding the baby.
Yeah.
And the kids slipped out the back door and they didn't hear the back door when it opened. Then
Yeah.
it was they were both asleep with the baby. Then it was they were asleep. The mom woke up. Lily comes in the room. They saw Lily that morning. Lily leaves out of the room. Jack is playing in the room
In
right
the kitchen.
outside in the kitchen. And then the mom dozes back off. And then all of a sudden she wakes up later on and the kids are missing. Then it was they were in the bedroom with the baby asleep. And when Lily came in and then went back out, like a few minutes later, everything went quiet and they jumped up and went looking for them. There's like, which one is it? Like you need to nail down which story it is you're going to stick to. Quit changing what you're saying, because if I mean, y'all know how we are. We nitpick every little thing, and if you go to changing one or two little words up in your timeline, we're going to pick it apart. And so their stories are not consistent.
How many days has it been now? Because tomorrow will be the 15th. How many? They went missing on what day?
The second. So 13 days? Well, 12 days right now. Like, is that right? Because, my math.
Well, okay, so the second.
Today's the what?
Yeah, 12 days.
Did you use your fingers?
Yeah.
No, I use the calendar.
So 12 days. That's crazy.
It is.
No.
Well, the thing is, though, and don't get me wrong, I understand the woods up there are, they're thick, and there are some open areas in the woods around their house. But if they were laying in bed, Lily runs out of the room, and just a few minutes later, they hear that it's quiet, and they notice it just a few minutes later, and they both jump up, and stepdad jumps in the car and goes running around looking for them. Mom's calling 911. Why haven't the kids been found?
Did you see on the Facebook group where a man had he had made a post, and he said that he used to live like near that house, and he used to explore those woods when he was younger, and he said that there's like they're kind of like caves almost out in those woods where you can actually go into like a hole and hide. And so he was asking if anybody knew if they had searched those caves, or I think he used another word for it, but.
Well, I do know that they had said, so they did the grid searches, right? And that what they were going to do is they were going to, when they finished the grid, they were going to turn around and go back over it to make sure that that they didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
So basically like a second set of eyes going over it or whatever. But there's, they were doing that, and all of a sudden they scaled back the search. They checked the lake. I think there was a couple of different other bodies of water that they checked. They didn't find anything. So if they've searched all of this area, then where the hell's the kids at?
I know it.
So and the stepdad was pushing that abduction thing like hard in the very beginning. He kept saying, I kept asking the police, please, monitor the airports, monitor the border with, what is it, New Brunswick? I think that was it.
Yeah, but
the
road they live on is mainly logging trucks.
The police said that there's no sign of abduction, though.
But what would be a sign of an abduction?
I don't know.
Well, their set ended at the end of the driveway, so don't know.
They found a boot print at the edge of their property. Where at it? What part of the edge of the property?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what would be a sign of an abduction? If you go and you look in the woods and there's no kids there, they didn't just vanish into thin air.
Right. Because even like if like say they were in the woods, even if one kid was hurt, surely the other kid would have been hollering and yelling when they heard the people looking for them.
Right. So that whole abduction thing, the longer it goes, it seems like it may be a possibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do we know that those kids went out in the driveway or something? Some creep drives by, sees that they're with them, and snatches them up. It happens all the time.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I've seen in the Facebook group is locals were releasing or they were posting a photo of a man who just got released from prison for some pretty heinous crimes
Is
involving.
okay, is that the guy? Hold on, I gotta find the little town because I did see that. Hold on, let me find
Yeah,
it.
and I guess he's close by, where the kids are or in that area.
Hold on, I can tell you the little town. I gotta find their road first because it's not far from their the road that they live on. If I can find
Yeah.
it, because they were just literally talking about that. What the fuck is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I've seen quite a few people post it
oh, fuck, what is the name of
with the
that
guy's
little town?
mugshot.
Hold on, I found the road. I just gotta find. It's literally. I think I mapped it the other night when I was live, and it was a couple of miles up the road. Is it Stellarton? Maybe that was
That's,
it.
I can't remember.
Because I know Stellarton has been brought up too, but I don't think that's it. Hold on. Hmm. But I do remember seeing that uh, about the guy being released,
Hmm.
and he didn't have a very good record.
Yeah, quite a few people posted his mugshot and his release date. So I wonder if the police are looking into that.
It's a possibility. Now I can't find the little town that they kept saying on there. We just go to Facebook.
It's so frustrating when these kids just vanish into thin air. And
See, I think they would have walked the main road to get to school. Well, see, I wonder what time the schools start there, because this happened on a Friday. Was their idea that they were going to leave out of the house and go to school?
I wondered that because of the backpack.
Because if
But
y'all remember, I had posted an article in Discord and was like, why the hell does this article say that the last time they were seen was out on the road by their house? And it made it seem
yeah,
like they were seen on the actual road and not in the house or in their yard.
right. I seen that too. And I was thinking the same thing because the little girl, they say the little girl had put her backpack on. So I was
Right.
thinking, well, maybe she thought she was walking them to school.
Well, at that age, they like to carry a backpack around because the baby carries hers around.
Shoot, I packed a suitcase when I was 6 and ran away. I went all the way down to the corner of our block and sat on the corner. I had to sit. I sat my suitcase down. I was sitting right on top of my suitcase, and I was bounding. I had my thumb sticking out and everything. I was bound and determined. I was running away from home.
But never left that corner.
Nope. In fact, I
Betty
remember.
Joe.
I remember that was my first corner.
Oh
My
my
first
god.
corner, by the way.
No, but it was the way she said it. It's just like you never left that corner.
I didn't, and I can remember because I think it was
Oh
probably like
my
a half hour or hour went by, but in a kid's mind, it seemed like all day long. And
I'll be
I
right back.
think the sun
god.
was
Okay.
starting to go down, and I was
I,
panicking because nobody had come to get me. None of my parents, not my aunt, nobody was coming to get me.
it was like you're on your own, child.
They said they were
um,
watching out the window.
Meta mom. Lily is 6. Jack is 4. Oh my god, now my chest hurts. And y'all, I still have not gotten rid of my sore throat. So if my voice sounds messed up,
Mine's finally gone.
I'm glad yours is, because mine is not.
I turned my air conditioning off because we had those two really pretty cool nights. I turned my air conditioning off and sore throat went away.
It's too damn hot. It was like 90 something here today. Yeah, Christy, he did. They were both. They both went to the same school. They're, I think, not far from their house. And I remember the bus driver. On one of the articles I'd read, there was like a video of the bus driver, and he had like each kid's name where they sat up, like wrote up above their seat or whatever. And so Jack and Lily both sit on the front seat bus.
Mm.
Okay, what was I looking for? Oh, Jack and Lily. Hold on.
You guys didn't ever try to run away when you were little kids?
Shit, I didn't try to. I did. You don't know.
How old were you?
But I never sat on the corner.
Oh my God, Betty
Oh
Jo.
my gosh. I started young.
So the first time I
You
ran
said it.
away, I was 14. Second time I ran away, I was 15. Left again when I was 16. Moved out of the house a week after my 17th birthday. I never went back.
Yeah.
But in Louisiana, and I don't know if it's still like this, but back whenever I was 17, you could leave your parents' house at 17, even though your parents were still responsible for you until you were 18. A week after my 17th birthday, my ass was gone.
Yeah. I moved out at 17 too.
And there wasn't nothing my mama could do, even though she threatened and all that shit, didn't do her no good. Okay. My nuts.
I moved out when I was 17.
I should have left the corner part out of that story.
You really should have. Because
You
Betty
bet.
Jo was just the way she said it.
And you never left it.
Oh man.
I didn't mean it like that, though.
No, but it was the way you said it, and then Avery just kept telling the story like it just went straight over her head.
It did.
She didn't get it. And then here I am just bust out laughing in the middle of it.
Oh. Me in my corner.
I was 5 years old when I tried to run away.
Elsie, how are
Really?
you?
Yeah.
So did you pack a bag or a suitcase?
Nope.
What'd you?
All I did was get on my tricycle and rode it down the alleyway behind our house.
Oh man.
Let me see. I wonder if
My
they're
mom
talking
takes it
about.
behind me.
Somebody asked in here about the TikTok. Okay, so the TikTok video that was played on YouTube, was it a guy that did the TikTok video?
I never could find the TikTok video. Me and Christy Metamom Christy, we were both searching for it in the middle of the night, trying to find the TikTok video that she played, and I never could find it.
They took it down.
Yeah, so apparently if this post here in one of the groups, if this is the video they're talking about on TikTok, then somebody said it's been deleted.
Good. I am so glad, because my heart dropped when I seen that, and that is just so messed up to put that on kids for clicks and views. Come on now. Go find a corner to work instead of doing that.
With that TikTok video, you can tell that it was spliced. You can tell it was one part and then the other part. You can tell they put it together.
Right.
Well, I couldn't, because the creator who was playing it kept pausing, and so.
Well, yeah, if you kept pausing, then yeah.
And so I thought it was real.
But you.
Hey, Baber.
If they played it without pausing it, because the other dummy played it too and paused it.
Yeah.
You can tell that it is put together. That they got two different parts
Yeah.
from two different videos.
That's just so wrong. It's just so
And then
wrong.
they added Lily and Jack's name to it.
And their photos
Yeah, and
on the bottom
yeah.
to make it, yeah. Yeah, because when the police officer is saying about finding human remains, they have both those photos at the bottom as if it's a part of the news brief or whatever, the news
Yep.
release.
It has nothing to do with them, though. What they did was when they took that top video of saying they found human remains, and then they took the bottom video of where they were digging, and then they had Jack and Lily's picture at the very bottom of that. You can
And
tell
then
it.
who was it that said, I think it was Tiff that said that garden is like a full grown garden. Like it,
Yeah.
it hasn't recently been dug up, and I'm looking back at the picture and I'm like, I'll be damned. Oh my gosh. Because they were showing men on there too, Scarlett. Men digging, the police officers digging in the garden.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What they
Yeah.
did, they used AI to put it all together.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Like with some of these-
apparently TikTok has taken it down, so.
just like with some of these articles that are coming out, they're using AI to make them.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. AI
Okay.
scares me.
Because
It's gonna be.
the one dipshit YouTuber that was reading the one article last night, I was like, this is fake. You can tell it's fake just by the way you're reading it.
Mm-mm.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to on this group.
But I'm blocked over there, so you know.
I mean, y'all get all kinds of trouble and just get blocked everywhere. Jeez.
Well,
Look,
you know,
Scarlett, it is your fault because you didn't go live for so long, and we had to resort to
no, it's not even about resorting. It's just some of the stuff that they say. It makes me, you know me, I can't hold my tongue.
I know.
I have to say, and as soon as you say it, you're blocked. It's like, okay, bitch.
Well, I'm not
I don't
blocked,
need you to.
and neither is Metamom because we both got gifted memberships.
But I'm going to get my point across, is what I'm saying. And they don't like that. They don't want to hear that.
That's how people find out that you never like unsubscribed or whatever, because all of a sudden, boom, your name pops up, gifted membership, and you're watched, and you're like, oh shit.
That's why I don't subscribe to none of them. Metamom, okay, thank you.
Oh man.
Okay.
I don't watch them anyway, but I'm just saying.
So apparently, hold on, I'm trying to see if this is true, because apparently a guy that was out looking or searching for the kids found a purple headband. This is in the group or whatever. But now they're saying that this guy seems to have disappeared from Facebook since he searched with no new information. So that could be fake.
See, sometimes I don't even trust the ones in the group.
Right.
Because they post stuff to get people started.
Yeah.
Commander
gotta stop doing this with these
came
kids.
back home.
They gotta stop doing this with these kids because, listen, I'm not a real life person. I won't go real life on you. But you keep messing with these kids, I'm going to do something.
Somebody needs to have some bail money.
Don't forget, tomorrow at 11, I go visit Wendy.
Oh, make sure you give her my message, please.
Because these kids didn't do nothing to deserve any of this.
Okay, so somebody's wanting to know where Daniel's mom was at the time that the kids went missing. So apparently, everybody that was on the property or lives on the property has been questioned multiple times.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, from what I'm understanding.
But nobody knows if she was in the trailer or outside or
Yeah.
seen the kids or she didn't see the kids.
Mm.
I'm still trying to find the guy. I remember uh, seeing the picture. I just gotta find it in the group. If somebody gonna put latest news, Lily and Jack, one of them will be found soon.
No, both of them will be found soon, not just one.
How the fuck are you getting that one of them will be? I swear, people.
Oh.
See, this is the reason why I left YouTube for a couple of months because of this bullshit.
Yeah.
And then there was a fake article too. I forgot about this, saying that one of their heads was found.
No.
Yep.
I read that. I seen that one too.
Yep.
Which article? Because I literally only read certain articles, or I make sure that it's a local news source.
Well,
I
I've seen it in the Facebook group.
Yeah, it was in the Facebook group. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But it's ridiculous. Stop putting stuff out about these kids you know nothing about.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You didn't hear it from law enforcement. Don't put it out.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible to do that.
Right. Okay, so Commander has a question. What's your predictions? Do you think someone will be arrested in the next couple of months?
In
what? In Jack and Lily's case?
Jack and Lily's case, yes.
I think my prediction is yes, it's going to be pretty soon. I think that the Canadian police know more than they're telling. And
yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be the parents, but I think, yeah, there will be an arrest.
Yeah, I believe they know more than what, because like I said, they do things different. They ain't going to tell us nothing.
Right.
But until they have all their ducks in a row, that's when they'll come out and say, this is what we got. But and the rest, I don't know.
Can any of you guys tell me why in Canada, when they have a press conference, why do they begin the press conference with recognizing, how can I word this on live, recognizing a certain race of people who were treated very badly a long time ago? They start all their press conferences with that.
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah, Metamom, they said in the group that it had been taken down.
Need to be.
It's just strange. Just how they start their press conference. I mean, I guess it's their way, like I get that, but
yeah, I don't know.
I just wonder if there's like backstory to it or something.
Oh, why it's so hot in here?
I'm still looking for this picture because I know it's on here.
Oh, yeah.
The air is on, but it's still hot in here.
Speaking of it being hot, let me tell you. I gotta tell you guys, the hot flash I had today was the worst yet. I'm pretty sure my toes were sweating. It was bad.
It was like 90 here today. Did you say something earlier? Courtney, yes. So that is a case that I did not follow back in the day. But I did see where somebody had posted on Twitter earlier that they're going to be re-looking at the case. We're talking about Karen Harmon. So I think I posted in the Discord like early this morning. So I went back, did a Google search, trying to just see, what they're doing. Apparently they are taking the entire file and digitizing it. And then once they get that done, then they're going to have the FBI behavioral analyst to come in and completely look it over again. So
that stepmama's guilty, her and her friend.
See, so I just knew that this little boy was at school. I remember when the picture of him standing beside of his little science fair project thing.
Yeah,
I remember
so
seeing that
cute.
picture whenever all this started happening. I didn't know like the timeline of how everything happened. So I found the timeline today, y'all. That's where I've been all day. So I haven't been in Discord.
Oh,
Um, so yeah, it's like an article that has like timestamps for each day, and
yeah.
it talks about what they did that day at school. Um, how the stepmom and the dad went to the bus stop to pick him up, and they found out that he wasn't at school all day. It talks about how a little boy claims that he saw Kyron by one of the back entrances of the school at like 9 o'clock after supposedly Terry left. But then they say that the police had to backtrack on that statement. Um, it's about the dad leaving with their daughter, the restraining order, the
Mhm.
whole divorce thing, the guy that was staying at the house with Terry after the dad left, the friend
Mhm.
that was there that was supposedly working for these people and left all of a sudden at 11 o'clock that morning. Like, it tells everything. And
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm even halfway through it. Hey, sweet Melissa, how are you? I don't even know if I'm even halfway through the timeline.
Well, but so I don't know if you got this far yet, but the whole reason that Kyron's mom, Desiree, left Kyron with the father and stepmother is
Because
because
of
she was,
her kidney. Yeah, she had kidney failure.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
was, yeah, I saw that. But it did say on there that that wasn't part of the timeline, like the actual timeline from the day that he went missing, but it was part of the timeline leading up to that day.
Mhm.
And it just said that she had kidney failure. So the dad got custody of him, but he never kept the mom out of Kyron's life. Like, she
Mhm.
was still always there. And it
Right.
talked about how, you know, the mom, the dad, and the stepdad were all working together. They put the statement out, that they were the ones that was cooperating with the police. This is the same day that Terry was served with the divorce papers.
Mhm.
Like, it tells everything. And I'll let me see if I still have it pulled up. Actually, one
Terry
second.
used to be a bodybuilder, like those ones that get up there and flex their muscles and it's like all gross.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, she used to be one of those.
okay. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna post it in here real quick in Discord.
Yeah, I've been all over that case.
Let's see. I like, my kids were still little during that time when it happened. I was doing homeschool,
Yeah.
working full time, and all that. So I heard of it, but I wasn't into it. But then when I got to read the timeline, y'all, I was like, damn, I got to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's so many red flags. And the the stepmom went on, was it Dr. Phil? I think it was Dr. Phil. 2 times or 3 times, and those are some juicy episodes.
damn, maybe I need to go check them out too.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
believe she now is, if I'm wrong and somebody knows in chat, correct me, but I think she refused to take a lie detector test on Dr. Phil, I think.
He refused.
Okay.
Well, if she didn't have anything to do with it, then why would she refuse?
Yep. I even know where she is now and the man she's married to, which she's had all kinds of trouble with the law since then, since Kyron disappeared. I mean, all kinds of trouble.
Well, apparently, according to the dad and the mom, she had started changing like 5 years prior to Kyron going missing. And then there was the landscaper that came forward and
Mm-hmm.
said that she, like a couple of months before Kyron went missing, that she offered him some money to off the husband.
Yeah, she did. Yep. Yep.
Crazy. Okay, so wait, this great man went searching down a boy's sock.
Do what?
I'm still looking on Jack and Lily's Facebook thing, and somebody posted this great man went searching and found a boy's sock, but somebody says that looks way too big to be a kid's sock. It looks like an adult sock, so I just kept scrolling.
Oh.
I'm trying to find the guy that was released from jail.
If you click on photos, it might be, because you know how in the group you can like click on, I think it's media or photos or something.
Yeah, the recent media.
It might be there.
Oh shit, that was a plane in my headset. Hold on. Because I do remember the picture being posted in there. I just gotta find it. Now, hopefully my mouse isn't too loud because it's right under my mic.
You just had to say mouse.
Oh shit, what?
Mm.
I just had a what?
I had a mouthful of water. I said you just had to say mouse.
My bad.
I'm still traumatized.
Oh Lord.
I know.
Put on your big girl pants and get over it.
Exactly. There's no crying in true crime, Avery.
No, there sure ain't.
That really was a true crime story too.
Oh my God. It's a mouse, Avery. It's a critter.
Jaden asked me too. He was like, "Did we catch the mouse?" And I was like, "Yep." He went instantly. It was fast. Because the last time, years ago, whenever I caught one in a mouse trap, which it died right away, and Jaden was like 7, I think. We had to have a whole ass funeral because he was crying because it was cute.
Well, we had to have a funeral for a fish.
You've been there.
The baby, when her fish died, we had to.
Yep.
Oh my God, how many damn pictures are in here?
Yo, this baby wants a guinea pig.
Oh, they
Lord.
stink. Ew. And they bite.
I told her, you got a hamster.
Get that baby a guinea pig.
Nope. I already take care of the hamster. Thank you.
Y'all, she better be glad that Bubbles don't live close to any of us. That baby won't want for nothing.
Guinea pigs, they get smelly really quick. Jaden had one when he was younger, and I cleaned that cage.
No snakes. We're not getting that baby no snakes.
Vapor?
No, absolutely not. Vapor, I will punch you in the nose.
I'm going to choke him. No, I'm not going to choke him. He'd like that.
I'll choke him with the snake.
Wait, who are all these kids?
That's an idea.
This baby is not getting no snake.
No.
How many kids does Jack and Lily's mama have?
I think 3.
So just Jack, Lily, and the baby?
I think so.
Okay, hold on. She has Jack and Lily and the baby. And I think he has 2 of his own plus the baby.
Okay, yeah. So that must be all right. Because there's a picture with mom, stepdad, and 5 kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He has the 2 plus the baby, and he has 2 plus the baby.
Okay, so that makes sense who they all are. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, I get it. They're together. They have a baby together. But if he was going to hurt her kids, don't you think he would have hurt his first?
No.
I don't know.
Not if. Kind of okay. Let's go back to the Kyron Harmon case for a second, because Jack and Lily are his stepkids. He may feel some type of way about them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like the mom could feel some type of way about his kids, just because they're not her kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But they were together, 3 years?
Yeah, I think so.
3 years he's been a part of them kids' lives.
Well, he's been raising them because the dad has nothing to do with them. So the biological dad.
So, well, in this picture, there's, like I said, it's the mom, the stepdad, Jack, Lily, the little baby, and then 2 other kids.
Yeah,
Jack and Lily are up against the stepdad. They're not even
Yeah.
over there with the mom.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
because I can't remember where I read it or seen it, but she has 2 plus the baby, and he has 2 plus the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes sense with all the kids in the picture then. Okay, so
I-
this guy's thing was not on the recent media on the group.
Oh.
I have to scroll through it and see
Little
if
girl.
I can find it.
Where in Alabama, a mosquito will take your ass out.
Oh, we got damn flying dinosaurs over here. What you talking
That's
about?
I know I'm sitting outside and I keep getting bit.
I'm about to take the baby outside and let mosquitoes eat her.
No, you're
You
not.
don't, Betty Joe.
Golly. Be more
You
careful.
leave that baby alone.
I am messing with you. I would never do that to her.
Poor Bubbles.
I'm going to take that tablet, though, if she don't stop hollering.
No, she's not hurting anything.
Scarlett, let's just go kidnap her.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Let's
will
just
bring her back in 5 minutes.
No, we wouldn't. Trust me.
soon as she-
Trust me. She cannot be no worse than my child.
As soon as
Trust
she
me.
got sassy and told you, no, she's not doing that.
Let me tell you something. I raised a miniature Scarlet who is now 22 years old. I can
This
handle
morning-
Bubbles.
Yo, I don't know what she was doing or what she was dreaming about this morning. But she kicks the blanket off. She says, no, there's ants. I was like, what?
Oh.
She said, there's ants on your blanket. I said, there's no ants on my blanket.
Oh, poor thing.
So then when she did wake up, I said, you remember throwing the blanket off the bed? No, I didn't do that. I said, yes, you did. You said there was ants on it. She said, I
No.
did not, my mom.
Is she back sleeping in bed with you?
Yeah.
I knew that wouldn't last.
No, she's scared to sleep in her room.
Well, see, what you do is you go get in the bed with her in her room, and then when she goes to sleep, you sneak out.
Yeah. Well, right now, because like I said, that window that's in her closet, they want to close that off. And there's a porch right there.
Oh, yeah, she
So
wouldn't
I
be
don't
sleeping
want
in there
her
by
to-
herself.
Yeah. They're supposed to be closing it off in the next 2 months or so because they want to put a privacy fence up because we're having problems with our neighbor.
Uh-oh.
It's not in here no more. Unless there's another Facebook group, it's not in this one.
Darn it.
They probably deleted it.
They may have. I might just have to quit clicking on shit over here.
So as the police have scaled back, nobody's out searching the woods anymore?
No, they're still searching.
The
Just
woods?
The police are only searching during the day. And I'm sure they have some searchers that are probably from around there doing it at night.
Yeah, they
See,
said
they
that
did
they
that.
wasn't going anywhere. They've moved like the command center and stuff like that. But I don't understand if you have 2 kids in the woods, whether you think that they're possibly deceased or not, why scale back on the search?
But see, they
Right.
did that with Sebastian.
I know. It doesn't make any sense.
They searched 7 days for him and scaled back.
Yeah.
They did
That
the
would-
same thing with Summer Wells.
That would break my heart if I had a child missing and then they tell me we're scaling back. Oh my God, that would break me.
Yeah, I don't understand why, especially with the temperatures up there, as cold as it's been.
Yeah, see, that's the bad part about Canada because it's still cold.
Right. Okay.
I mean,
Oh shit.
I was somebody had a local on, and they were telling us that during the day it's warm, but at night it drops
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the temperatures. Freezing cold at night.
Okay, so I think I have the biodad's name. Just on, it's kind of cool here tonight. Well, it's 76. It's not too cool, but it's hot as hell here today.
It
Wow.
feels good out here. I'm like I said, I'm sitting outside. It feels nice, but except for these
Just the way it's
mosquitoes. I think the mosquitoes have become immune to my citronella candles.
Wait, does it say October the 9th of 2025?
Yeah, they like that
Look,
candle.
this can't be right. January, February, October. No, this can't even be right. These dummies. Hold on. So somebody posted in this group how many times the biodad has been arrested or appearances that he has made, I guess, in court. But it has no. That's at 9:30. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I seen October 9th of 2025, and I'm like, yeah, that's not right. But
Now, see, I heard he's not in
okay.
prison. I mean, jail or prison, whatever they call it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, he's on house arrest
Yeah, so
now.
that he can only go so far, like for work or whatever.
Oh, when you're on house arrest, you can leave for work?
Yeah,
I guess so, huh? Yeah,
they
that
have it
makes sense.
set up to where.
Well, I know that like here, if you're on house arrest and you're in school, don't ask me how I know this, but they will give you a certain time that you can leave in the morning. Then they give you a certain time that you have to be home by after school, and then you can't go but so many feet away from your box.
Wow.
Yeah.
Box.
Yes,
Isn't it like a thing
Oh,
on
is that
your
what you call
ankle?
it today?
you have a thing that goes on your
Yeah.
ankle, but there's also a box in your house. It used to back in the day. Once again, don't ask how I know this. But when I was 15, it was a box that was hooked to your home phone line. So
Sorry.
whenever you left out of because you could only go 250 feet away from the box in your house. Once you
She
went
knows
past the
details.
200, I do. Once you go past the 250 feet, it sends a thing to your probation officer and lets them know what time you left. And then when you come back into range, uh, it sends another thing to your probation officer and lets them know that you are now within the 250 feet of your box that is in your house.
I'm dying. Uh,
Just Don, thank you so much for that super sticker. That was so nice of you. Thank you.
Definitely. My internet went out.
Okay, see, I didn't say that there was any truth to it. I just said don't. And see, Tiff says she's telling the truth. See, when are y'all gonna learn? I am a very smart person.
y'all are bad kids. I thought I was bad.
Well, hey, I
Christy,
was.
I really was. I'm not gonna lie. I actually was on it twice when I was a teenager.
See, I've never been on. I've never been in trouble like
Shit,
that. I
I've
was out on
done.
the porch the other day smoking a cigarette, and some dude walks by with one on.
I have
Know
done
if he was
100.
walking to work or whatever.
I've done 180 days of it.
Oh
90
God.
days. 90 days, 2 different times.
Oh Lord.
See, I've never got in trouble like that because my
Shit.
mom always told me, you get in trouble, don't call home or don't come home.
I stayed in trouble. I told y'all I was bad whenever I was a teenager. Now, once I hit 18, we ain't gonna talk about that. But when I was a teenager, cause see all that shit sealed, so I ain't worried about it. Um, I was bad. Y'all just don't know.
Oh
Well,
man.
I was spoiled.
actually, I didn't do a whole 180. I think I did 178 because I had a military ball that I had to go to in high school. So, because my dress wasn't all the way down to the floor, probation officer cut it off 2 days early.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
uh, Elsie says, "Have you learned your lesson, young lady?" Um,
no.
I plead the fifth.
Now, also around here, if you get caught drinking and driving, and you're the only one that has a vehicle to get back and forth to work, they'll put one of these machines on your car that you have to
Yep.
blow in
Mm, yeah,
before you start your car.
yeah. Yeah, I
Yep.
think if they blow and it comes up, the car won't start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
can't
won't
start it.
start if you've been drinking.
I actually know somebody who had one in her car, and she would call like in the middle of the night. Can y'all come blow in my breathalyzer for me so my car will crank?
Oh my gosh.
I,
Wow.
I had a friend ask me that. I said, no.
Yeah, I was like, oh hell no,
Uh-uh. No.
no, I'm not getting involved in that. You just don't need to
Yeah,
be. You don't need to be driving if you're drinking.
nope.
Just on, you didn't find it.
Mm-mm-mm.
And that's why I don't know. I don't have no desire to drink.
I'm done. I'm good for like another 2 or 3 years.
I think Metamom's about to drive me to drinking.
Now, what is she doing so bad?
Nothing.
Exactly. See, my mom would pay my little brother to do it.
Oh, wow.
Well, just
Who
on.
said
Maybe
that?
y'all can find it tomorrow whenever it's daylight.
Who said that their little brother would do it for their mom?
Tiff.
If
Oh, gosh.
no, you couldn't even pay me to do it. Not
I
drinking and
told you.
driving.
I have told y'all forever how bad I did. Y'all just didn't believe me. I was. I stayed
Oh,
my ass in trouble all the time.
oh, we believe you now because, I
Hell,
mean,
I get in
you
trouble in
you
school.
knew feet and everything.
I did.
I used to get in trouble in school and fights in school, but I never got in trouble with the law.
I fucking stayed in something all the time. I mean, there's other details to things, but we ain't getting into all that because
Now, have I been pulled over by a cop? Of course. Have I talked my way out of speeding tickets? Of course I have.
now I've never had a speeding ticket or a seatbelt ticket because I have taught my way out of that.
I haven't had a ticket in a very long time, but I have flirted my way out.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you this one. Before I went blind and couldn't drive, I was on my because I worked at Walmart, right? I was on my way to work. This cop pulls me over. He said, "You know why I pulled you over?" I said, "No." He said, "Your tag don't have insurance on it." I said, "My tag?" I said, "I thought the car had to have insurance." And he says, "Are we?" He said, "Are we being a wise ass?" I said, "No, I'm being dead serious." I said, "I'm not. I didn't grow up around here." I said, "I'm from Jersey." And he says, "Well, you know what I meant." I said, "Well, I do have car insurance." So I gave him my car insurance. He said, "Well, it's coming." I said, "I don't care what it's coming back. I just paid my car insurance, so I better have something."
That's funny. My tag.
Yeah, because that's the way he said it. He said, "Your tag don't have insurance on it." I said, "What?"
That means, yeah, you run your tag and no insurance came up.
I said,
Well,
"I'm pretty sure my car has insurance."
well, I try not to get pulled over because usually whenever I get pulled over and they run my plate and then my name comes back, then they don't come back to the vehicle or even come to the vehicle at all until like two more cars pull up. Dead ass, y'all. My daughter got pulled over.
Oh my God.
She calls me. She was like, I got a question. I said, what? She said, how come every time I get pulled over, and they'll come up and they'll get my license and they'll go back to their vehicle and they'll run my license, but they never come to the car until about 10 minutes later when already at least two more vehicles have pulled up. Your last name is all I can say, child. Seriously.
Oh man.
Christy, you get pulled over every time you leave your house?
Yes.
What?
Christy,
That's No, that's profiling.
I've told her she needs to complain to the police department. She sends me pictures constantly of the police behind her. It's
That's
like
profiling.
she
Yeah.
gets
Profiling.
pulled up. I think she was pulled over, no joke, at least 25 times last month.
They're
That's
profiling her.
no. See, I wouldn't put up with that shit.
Go sign a complaint.
I would have filed a complaint.
Yep.
They're doing. Yeah, they done that to my son here. For some reason, they medically revoked his license. Now, when it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he flipped his Jeep. Coming home from work, he fell asleep. Well, he went to the doctor's and he had to have a sleep study test. And now he has to wear a CPAP when he sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, they medically revoked his driver's license for that's the only accident he ever had.
Oh, wow.
Hey, 9mm.
They told him, well, do you have a CDL license? He said, no. They said, well, then you shouldn't be medically revoked. And he said, well, I am because I take my bike out and I get pulled over every time by a cop.
That's crazy.
But see, some cops will tell him that it's suspended and some cops don't. They just hand it back to him and tell him go on his way.
Right. 9mm says get front and rear cameras in the car, $70 US on Amazon, and then turn the cops in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying I'd get arrested because I would argue with their ass. I'd be like, why in the hell every time y'all see my car are y'all pulling me over?
Mm-hmm.
But
and then they finally gave her.
They're profiling her.
Yep.
They finally gave her a ticket like 3 nights ago, because even though the vehicle has insurance, she didn't have the insurance card. So they gave her a ticket for failure to provide proof of insurance.
Okay,
not failure to have insurance, but failure to provide proof.
Okay, well, then take the ticket.
All she got to do is show them the insurance card.
Show them that she had insurance during the time she got pulled over. That's all she got to do, and then they should throw the shit out.
Yeah.
What they're doing is they're waiting for her.
Yeah, it's weird.
So what she needs to do is after she goes to court and shows that she's got insurance, the next time they pull her over, she needs to go straight to the police station and file a complaint.
I wouldn't even wait to court. I would go straight to the DA right now with the ticket and talk to the DA, and they can.
Well, yeah, she can.
They'll do something about it.
Yeah, she can do that too, because that's what my son had to do when they were giving him problems.
Yeah. In fact, one night she got pulled over 3 times in one night.
See, that's crazy.
Oh, and this is out, door dashing. Yeah.
Right.
It don't matter if she's door dashing or not.
No, there's no law on what time you can and can't drive a vehicle. So what's the point of pulling her over? If she's not violating any traffic laws, why pull her over?
Exactly.
And see, that's the thing. Yes, they can get behind you, and yes, they can run your tag. But if you're not doing anything, they have no reason to pull you over.
She needs me to come ride with her one night.
Yep. Wild.
Well, she needs me to ride with her. I'll be in jail.
Sally Mae says, why you wake me up? Sally, I'm sorry. If you were asleep, Sally should have stayed asleep, y'all. She didn't have no rest at all.
Yeah. I seen where she posted about no sleep last night.
Yeah. I know the other morning, I forgot what morning it was, I was in Discord. It was like 3, and she was up then too.
I don't know. These cops think they're above the law, do what they want to do.
Yeah. Oh, it was 5, Sally? Yeah. I argue with them all the time. That's why they don't like me. For real.
I don't think that one cop liked me that day either.
You guys, that's when I'm on my best behavior. If I get pulled up, I would...
Look, I respect the law, but they ain't nothing but somebody that has a uniform, a weapon, and a badge.
Yep.
If I know for a fact that I'm not doing anything wrong, I will argue up and down with the damn stop sign over
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
Just like when they pull you over for speeding, you have the right to see that
Oh, let me tell
radar.
you, I will take them motherfuckers to court and tell them that I want to see the calibration dates of the radar to make
Because
Oh,
sure that
yeah.
that bitch was
They're supposed,
calibrated correctly.
yeah, they're supposed to calibrate them, what, once a month?
It's
Recalibrate them?
it's yes, they're supposed to be like done ever so often. I want to see the calibration date.
I did get all excited the other day, though, because this guy was riding my ass and irritating the crap out of me. He finally gets to where there's no cars coming in the other lane. So
Hmm.
he, you know, goes into the opposite lane of traffic to go around me, and he guns it, and he is hauling butt, and boom, here comes the cop and gets him, pulls him over, and I was like, yes, because he was riding my butt for the longest time, making me so. You guys know I'm nervous since being rear-ended. He was riding my butt hard, making
Right.
me very nervous.
that's like my son for Mother's Day. He posted a video of him on his bike, and he's lane splitting, like going through cars down the middle through cars. I was like, and you sent this to me for Mother's Day?
Yeah,
Sure.
kids.
I am hungry.
Yeah,
I
I
said
am too.
I don't know what
I
I'm eating.
got my plate of food in the microwave. I just, for some reason, I'm hungry, but I just don't want to eat it.
That's how I've been. Like I'll cook all the food in the world, but then when I think about eating it, I don't want it.
Yeah,
That's because you cooked it.
Well,
yeah.
even like I can be hungry during the day, and just the thought of food, I'm like, nah, never mind, I don't want it.
I'm nervous about starting the carnivore diet we start the 23rd because Jaden's last day of school is 22nd, so we start the 23rd. I'm nervous about it.
Now, 21st here.
No, it'll be all right.
I was reading that you get like keto flu the first week.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
Uh,
Lord.
see,
Hey,
anything that makes me sick, I'm not doing it.
yeah.
Well, Jaden's got to get the weight off, and of course, if he's gonna do it, I
Well,
have to do it.
it's to help him, but
Yeah,
you don't want him to have to go through it by himself.
No.
right. Yeah, so I have to.
Yeah, I'm on like my ninth today.
You what?
I'm on like my ninth bottle of water today.
You're gonna be peeing all night.
What you could do also is go for walks, like when it gets dark, not real dark, like when it starts getting dark, go for like a mile walk.
Oh, we do. We got gym memberships. We got personal trainers, and we go for walks.
Because
Yep,
that'll help too.
yep. It's real hard with him having the Cushing's disease to get that
Yeah.
weight off.
Yeah.
And they offered that shot, but
No, that makes you sick too.
well, I've heard about it causing people, you know, serious intestinal issues. Jaden already has enough intestinal issues. What's that shot called? Uh,
The new one that they came out with, the
the weight loss shot.
Oh, he
uh,
did.
Ozempic.
That's it. Yeah, I've read some pretty bad reviews about it,
Hmm.
and I'm scared of that.
My brother takes that shot.
For diabetes or weight loss.
Weight loss.
And see, I was also reading that a lot of people with diabetes can't get the shot because so many people are using it for weight loss.
Yeah, because it's actually originally made for diabetes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they wanted to put Jaden on it for the diabetes and the weight, but it's too risky.
Yep. I haven't heard anything good about it. Mood swings,
Yep.
Yeah.
like all kinds of stuff.
Oh, there's definitely mood swings because my brother don't talk to me. I pissed him off.
Just blame it on the shot, Betty Joe.
I don't care. I'll blame myself too. I don't care. If
Uh,
he wants to act like a girl, I treat him like a girl.
That's how I feel about Vapor all the time.
You
He
want to
wants
be
to
a
act
little
like a
whiner?
girl.
You want to be a little whiner? Be a little whiner.
I'm just kidding.
I told him. He said something smart, and I said, my granddaughter acts older than you do. Whatever. I'm not talking to you no more. Okay, don't. That's a good thing.
oh my god.
See, I got a messed up family too.
Shit, my family's just batshit crazy. Like for real. Y'all. Never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing. Never mind.
Oh no, you can't do that.
Yeah, I can.
I got all excited.
She about
Have,
five sheriff with the excitement.
Well, whenever she starts with y'all, you know it's gonna be good.
it usually is.
Y'all. Y'all come back now, you hear?
That's like my excitement phrase. Y'all.
Yep,
Just like too late. She started it now.
that's right. You
I
gotta
want
follow
to.
through.
Okay, so
Don't be a
I.
quitter.
Oh, girl, you know I am no quitter. Anyway,
Definitely.
I need to deep dive this Annabelle doll that's down in New Orleans. I want to see what that's about.
Please about that doll.
The doll does not need to be in New Orleans. I'm just saying. Okay, I watched a video where they had a priest come in. There was a priest and another guy. They have this Annabelle doll in this box.
Mm-hmm.
The priest pray holy water on the man's hands. The man then puts gloves on, grabs the Annabelle doll out of the one box, and the priest is saying, "Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up," to put it in another box. Then he has to put holy water back on the guy's hands, make sure that the box is locked, and all this. I want to know why the hell they got the Annabelle doll in New Orleans where there's voodoo, witches, supposedly vampires, ghosts, demonic. I want to know why they got it down there.
Supposedly. What do you mean supposedly?
And they put a video out en route with the Annabelle doll saying that we are on our way to New Orleans and we are bringing hell with us.
Ooh. You know what? Y'all don't act right anyhow. That's why the hurricanes hit you guys.
Girl, there's people down south that would have fucking hurricane parties. Yes, King, I said vampires too. I mean everything else is down there.
Yeah. Have you watched that movie yet with Goldie Hawn's daughter? Um, 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 um what's Goldie Hawn's daughter's name again? Kate,
Um,
no, is
um,
it
uh, it's
Hudson?
Kay Hudson. Yeah.
Yeah, have you watched that movie where she's in New Orleans and she goes to be a caretaker at this elderly couple's house, and then I mean I don't want to tell the whole movie, but in case you haven't watched it, but
Um, if I started watching it, I would probably. I could tell you if I've seen. I don't know how I am about titles of movies. Like
it's a scary movie. It's called The Key or
Vapor.
Keys. Skeleton Key. It's called Skeleton Key.
Oh yes, I have seen that.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Oh my god, Vapor said the hurricanes need to be made from holy water when it sweeps across the states. Look, not all people from here are bad, okay? There are some of us who are cool people. Some are good, some are crazy as fuck. But I ain't gonna say no names.
Mm.
So there's a lady on the internet who has an attic full of weird ass dolls. See, I don't do dolls at all. Mm-mm. There's something
That
creepy about them.
who said that?
The baby. She said, dun,
No.
dun.
Yo, yo.
Who said there's a lady on the internet that has an attic full of dolls?
Oh, Sally said that. Okay, wait. Avery, did you see 9mm comment about the video?
Uh-uh.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
I don't have the tat on, so.
Okay, she said you would think that all those people could shut the doll down. 9mm, which one are you talking about? Which comment? Or wait, who told me that? Uh, Sally Mae. Yeah, I think I do know who you're talking about. Dear Lord, sweet Melissa got a ghost in her house.
I gotta
Oh,
let the dog
did you
out.
guys hear Jaden's little voice message he put in Discord?
Oh, about when you said your mom was messing with you?
Yeah, and I already told you. I already told you guys about how her ashes went flying across the room in the big heavy antique mirror. And then so Jaden, come to find out, the kid was scared to shower because while I was gone to work, he had went out of the bathroom. I guess I called him from work to tell him to put the dogs out or let him in or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he left the bathroom light on and closed the bathroom doors. And when he went back, both bathroom doors were open and the light was off. So he got his shit and got the hell up to the other side of the house.
Poor kid.
And I'm like, and Jaden showers twice a day, and I noticed wasn't going over there to shower. And I'm like, what is going on? And I seen his clothes sitting outside of the bathroom for 2 days. And I'm like, why aren't you showering? He didn't want to tell me.
Oh my god.
He's too scared. He's 14 years old and I had to stand outside the bathroom door while he took a shower.
Well, he was scared.
He was really scared.
It's all right. The baby won't walk down the hallway unless one of the hallway lights is on.
Oh,
It's
I
too
don't blame her.
dark, and I'm scared of the dark.
Yep.
Aww.
I don't blame her. Ever since I stepped on a demon Lego one time walking down the hallway in the dark. Nope. I got night lights everywhere.
Shit, not me. My house is pitch ass black at night. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up in the chat now since my chat is no longer frozen. Yeah, see, I missed the whole your mom's ashes falling and all that.
Um, I don't remember who I was talking to when it happened. I think King. I think it was King. And
Yeah,
maybe
because
Vapor.
Vapor just said y'all were backstage when it
Okay.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I turned the camera on and showed them. Because I was walking past the fireplace and there was a big crash and then they got quiet and it was that big ass heavy antique mirror came down and her ashes went whoof all the way across the room. It was crazy. It was crazy. I almost left for the
She
night.
she wanted out the box.
Apparently so, yeah. I mean, there's some shit going on up in this house. She's been messing with me for a while.
Courtney, have a good night and thank you for joining us.
Good night, Courtney.
Ouch.
1 second, I gotta check something real quick. Computer, here and exit off of this shit. Okay, I'm probably about to get out of here too. I've got to go find something to eat, y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go heat my plate of food.
I've literally ate one shrimp, and I don't have any crackers today. That's all I've had.
Mhm.
Just one shrimp, and now I'm hungry
Why just one?
because my son had cooked them,
Oh,
and when he cooks stuff, he gets all excited about it and try it. So I had to try
oh,
it.
oh, okay.
So that way I can give the mama approval of how good it was.
Oh,
Because in his mind, he can do anything that any other person can do: cook, clean, take
hmm
care of himself. Because in his mind, he wants to eventually live in his own house.
yeah.
So we'll see about that. I don't know. We may have to put him like right at the back door or something.
Has it gotten any better with the amount of laundry detergent he uses?
The laundry detergent.
Yeah, I remember one time you had to put us on hold to go put the laundry detergent in because you said he uses too much.
Oh no, he doesn't. He just now takes his clothes to the laundry room, and he's like, "Can I wash this?" I was like, "Just put it in the washer. I'll do it."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he still doesn't grasp it. It just takes a little bit
Mhm.
and not a whole. Because I get the laundry detergent that comes in the big thing
Mhm.
with like the spout or whatever. You use the clear plastic thing that comes on it, the little
Mhm.
cup or whatever. He thinks you should use a whole full cup of it for
I
like
do.
for just, but that shit's expensive.
I use the whole
Well, you don't
cup.
use a whole cup if you're not doing a whole.
Yeah, because it's just his clothes that he takes off when he takes a shower the
Oh,
first of 15 times a day.
Well, yeah, you
okay.
don't have
So
to
You
like
use
know,
a
a whole
super
cup.
small load. Yeah.
yeah, just Don. He really is. He's smart. It's not even funny. He is so fucking smart.
But at least he wants to try and live by himself. I mean.
He does, but his thing is, because his sister and his brother don't live
Hmm.
here anymore, he thinks that he should be able to do things like they do. His big
Right.
thing is he wants to get his driver's license.
Yeah, I
And
get it.
in reality, I know that that will never happen.
Right.
But trying to explain it to him, in his mind, he thinks that he can.
Yeah, I get it.
So
My friend Nettie, I've been friends with her for years and years. She's gone through the hardest time right now. Her son is he has autism and he is 24 or 25.
mhm.
He keeps having these uh the like rages, and
Right.
he broke her nose,
Oh God.
and it so the last time he bit her thumb and nearly took her thumb off. She had to put him in a home,
Yeah.
and she only gets to see him on the weekends, and she is so heartbroken. I mean, she's like bad heartbroken.
I have not had to do that with him. He has meltdowns, or well, he's 25 now, so he's kind of grew out of the meltdown since he's gotten up older. Um, but he will get upset over some shit, especially if he's trying to do something and he can't do it in a
Hmm.
timely manner that he thinks that he should, or if his OCD is kicking up real high
Yeah.
and he starts wanting to do things in threes, and it gets frustrating for him. But
Yeah.
it's very, very, very often that he does that. As long as he's not stressing, he's cool. He's like walking all over the house. He's talking. I told him the other night he was telling me something. I was like, dude, you're really smart. He's like, I know. Just like,
Yeah.
yeah, you ain't got to tell me. I already know.
Well,
Um,
the last time her son attacked her was around Christmas. And so he was probably 24 or 25.
mhm.
And it was because when she put the Christmas lights on the tree, she didn't know that they had a flashing mode, and
Oh,
she went
yeah.
to plug them in, and she thought they would be on the still mode. He
Right.
went to plug them in, they were on the flashing mode, and he looked at the tree, and that triggered it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when he
There's
broke her nose. And
there's things that, like when my son was little, that he couldn't handle, and we just had to kind of tweak things around here and learn what he could deal with and what he couldn't. And I mean, he's pretty
right,
much grew out of a lot of things. He just, like, if he's trying to tell us something, I can understand everything he says. If there's something that he says that I cannot understand, he will get frustrated at me and spell it out for me.
yeah,
But it's no type of rage or madness or anything like that. He's just like frustrated because he has to spell it out.
her son is completely nonverbal. He makes noises, but he can't say
Well,
words.
see, that's another thing that autistic kids or older adults get frustrated with, is because they're trying to communicate, but if they're nonverbal, they can't,
Yeah,
and it
exactly.
it frustrates the hell out of them. Um, 9 millimeter. That's what we were talking about doing. She said, tiny home in the backyard with air fryer, microwave combo, small fridge, etc. Let him feel independent while you are there.
Yeah,
The child has already got, y'all. Let me tell y'all what the child's got, because he cooks on his own. I don't let him use the stove unless I'm home. He's got an air fryer. He's got one of those. What do you call them? They're like the fry daddies or whatever, deep fryers or whatever.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a griddle that he can
Oh,
cook on. He's got an electric skillet. He's got, what else does he have in there? There's something else he's got. I forgot what else he's got. This kid can cook up a whole damn 10-course meal. He just,
wow.
I don't let him use the stove unless I'm home.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he cooks all the time. Just tell him, make sure everything is unplugged when you're done, and wash your dishes. And that's what he does.
That's good though.
So yeah, everything's got to be in a place. So
Yeah. They have their special little things that
oh,
they do, and
yes, and it can get annoying as hell at times. But
but
that's, like, I didn't hang his clothes up right the other day, and because a gray t-shirt was not with the other gray t-shirts,
Mm.
he had to take them all out of the closet, lay them on the bed, and then put them back in one by one
Mm.
until they were all color coordinated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, I'm gonna go heat my plate. So I'm gonna
all
go
right,
down.
yeah,
But
maybe
thanks
that'll
for
get rid
coming.
of your headache.
I hope so. So thank you
So,
for having me.
as always, you're welcome up here.
All right. Good night.
All right, have a good night. Thank you for coming up.
Bye, Betty Joe.
good night, Avery. Yeah, I'm
2
gonna
and
head
my
down
4
too.
odds. All right, well, thank you for coming up. I hope you have a wonderful night. And don't be so mean to Bubbles.
I'm not being mean to her. She's over there watching the tablet, eating a
That,
lollipop.
that baby is an angel and she does no wrong.
No, she does do
No,
wrong, but
no, she doesn't. She doesn't. Auntie Scarlett says she does no wrong.
right now she's watching her tablet and eating her lollipop. So,
Okay, see, she's being a
all
perfect
right.
little angel.
Good night. You
All
want to
right,
say good
have it.
night?
Good night, Bubbles.
All right.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Bye.
And bye. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here also, so I can go try to find something to eat. Sally Mae, I just saw your thing in Discord. That's hilarious. All right, so thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. Just on, once again, thank you so much for that super sticker. That was very nice of you. I love you all. Elsie, have a wonderful night. 9 millimeter, have a wonderful night as well. Vapor, you have a good night. And real quick, while my mods are still in here, I've got to get all of y'all to figure out a time that we can do the backstage, because I've got to do that. We've got to get that done. Avery, have a good night. All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. I will talk to y'all tomorrow night.